Relationship realness, family and friends. How do you value and protect the black woman?
Okay, so I started off. I'm now joining the panel. My name is Wasim. So with that question being asked, I would say with my experience of being with a woman that I actually want to be with for the rest of my life, um, I'm only 23 and I'm learning. I don't know it all like these gentlemen right here, but I just test myself within my relationship and learning myself. What if instead of talking down on my girlfriend, I uplift her? What would that do? How would she carry herself? So that's what I keep in mind on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not just saying telling her, well, you're beautiful, or you look good. That's besides it. Letting her know when she has a test, baby, you got this. You're a very intelligent black young woman, nothing to worry about. And she passed and come back smiling at me. That makes me feel good, like I'm doing something right, like my dad raised me the correct way. So I see so many men my age, you know, go the wrong way with the women of the same complexion as us because of what we see in the media and what we're told, we have to do. I'll say. Um, that's about it.
I think we got to break the cycle, man. I really think the cycle need to be broken. The black woman, she fathered the earth. She gave life to the world.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody come from Africa, then the black woman started it all. We have to give her praise and give her respect. We have to stop tearing her down and breaking her down. We got to give her due respect. I love black women, period. From the oldest to the youngest. I treat my mother like my grandmom. I treat my grandmom like I would treat my mother. I treat my child, my woman, any woman around me with respect because I wouldn't want no one else to do the opposite to any woman who I love. How can I be out here disrespecting black women when someone can be disrespecting my mother, my grandma? How would I feel about that? Like, we are so quick to say something negative about a black woman because we think that by saying that it's taking away her value. You can never take away a black woman's value because she's the most important thing to me. When they come to family, when they come to love, when they come to someone having your back, understanding, respecting you, like my mother's everything, and every other black woman in my life, I love them.
So,
Well, I hate to sound cliches, but I'm gonna say this anyway. You love them, you protect them, you support them, and you listen to them. And those four things, if you do that, then you really shouldn't have a problem, you know, with I say with your woman. Okay. I know the topic is black woman, but I don't want to keep saying black woman. You shouldn't have a problem with your woman. Okay. One of the biggest things I had to learn was how to listen. It's when you're having a conversation with your woman, it's not always a conversation where she really need to hear your input. Sometimes she just needs to vent. So you have to learn how to decipher when it's that kind of conversation. Do she really need my input, or do she just really need to vent?
Right.
Okay, and then one more thing I want to add to that, because you said keep it short, I know, but together, both of y'all have to realize what's realistic. Okay, a lot of expectations come about in a relationship. Um, you have to be like, what's realistic? Can we really get this done, or can't we get this done? Or do you expect, you know, I don't expect you to take all of this onto your shoulders, and you know, I may know that you can't handle it, but I'm just going to push this off on you anyway. And the same thing, vice versa. So you kind of have to know each other, and you know, it's reciprocal. You know, help me, help you, is what I always say.
Well,
I would say like I come from a matriarch. So my nana, and I say that because not to say that my father wasn't around, my grandfather wasn't around, but the women were more or less dominant. The members of my family know, you know, and even in society, a lot of us were brought up in a one-parent home, and that one parent is the mom. Um, I had a relationship with my mom, my nana, my aunt, and it was moments where it's just I felt unfairly treated sometimes, or I didn't feel this, I didn't feel that, and I learned to, you know, put how I feel to the side because maybe I'm not understanding something. My mind, what didn't develop yet, and as I gotten older, I learned to you have to do your research on your woman or the women in your life. Period. You have to understand their way of expressing themselves, if they're hurt, if they're needy, if they're X, Y, and Z, if they're insecure or what have you. Do your due diligence as their partner. This morning, my daughter calls me up while I'm in the middle. I'm busy in the morning. My Sundays are very busy. I didn't ignore that call, and on top of it, she FaceTimed me. You know, but what am I gonna do? No. I answer that phone,
Right.
and we gonna get through this together while I'm handling this business. And I took all my wins this morning too. So I handled both. And as a man, you learn how to juggle it. I've learned how to juggle and still learning how to juggle because things are going to keep coming. But the thing is when you do right by them, they will do right by you. It may not come immediately. It may take a while for if you guys had a hot situation for it to simmer down. Because even with my mom was mad at me, but there was times where she just came back and she turned around. She apologized to me so much, non-stop apologizing to me. She felt as though she could have been a better mom. She could have just. I understood. I would tell my mom she don't have to apologize, and I love her endlessly. She cried on my shoulders one time, and I felt so bad. But I understood where she was coming from because you never know what they carry, what they bear. And my nana had to be strong because of the things that she went through in life. Women go through things that we don't understand. Do you understand what it's like to have a menstrual? Maybe I should have said that. But I mean, giving birth. But you know, their struggles you will not always understand. Just understand that when he needs you, just try your best to be there to the best of your ability. And it comes back. You know, they cook for you, they doing your laundry, then you doing an all right job.
Reciprocal love.